my name is Des. I am the face behind Desi Bay Crochet, and welcome to my newest video. So, in this video, I'm actually going to be talking about everything that I made for the Eternal Sunshine Tour. I cannot believe that I finally got to see Ariana Grande live. I have been such a huge fan of hers since I was like 10, 11 years old. Um, and she is just a phenomenal performer. I lost my mind. Literally, the second that the countdown showed up, I was in tears. I was crying. I was so excited. I did fail at vlogging with my camera. I'm not gonna lie. I was so like, I wanted to vlog with my camera. I wanted to vlog where we ate. I wanted to vlog like part of it. I didn't get anything. I was just so caught in the moment of the trip and so caught in the moment of like, "Oh my gosh, this is happening." I just completely I took the camera to the venue. I literally had it in my bag, which yes, they did let like little cameras like mine in, which I thought was so great. But it never got pulled out. Just my phone. But I mean, it's okay because it definitely was an in the moment experience and I'm so happy that I got to experience that. So I wanted to make my own stuff and kinda, like, really make it me. I saw so many different outfits, so much, like, different inspo, and everybody looks so amazing. I wanted to do something that was, like, kinda, like, more me, and, so that's what I did. So starting out with the very first thing I made for, like, number 1 was the clear bag. So, obviously, like, knowing she's gonna be in, like, arenas and stuff like that, there's a clear bag policy, had to be a certain size, and I was kinda going back and forth between wanting to put my name, but then I thought, "No, I don't think I really want my name out there." I decided to do, like, the Eternal Sunshine Tour. So, this is how it turned out. Here we go. I think it turned out great. It honestly was so fun to make. Um, I did make, like, videos of a lot of it and everything, so this is after the concert, and I think it held up pretty well, the vinyl and everything, after, being carried everywhere all over this venue, and then I think at one point there was, like, a drink that got spilt on it, which, I mean, everybody we were all jumping back up and down, like, losing our minds, so it is what it is. But I think it held up pretty well. So here's the first bag was versus how we started, and then, I also made my sister's because my sister went with me. Yeah, we had such a great time. I made hers in white because she requested white. I love pink. Of course, everybody knows I love pink. And, we made hers in white, and I put her name on hers because I asked if she wanted her name or if she would want, like, the Eternal Sunshine Tour, and she chose her name. So, that's what I did. But yeah, DIY number 1, and it came out I'm so proud of it, and I can't wait to, like, make more stuff like this. Okay, next DIY I made. Obviously, it's hot, it's summertime. I am a sweaty girl. I sweat just standing still. So, I definitely wanted to have I think the clacker fans, they're so cute, and I think they are so fun. So I wanted to have a personalized clacker fan, and so this is how we ended. I did lose the little pin that I had in it. Um, it didn't last like an hour. I think maybe I just didn't put enough glue, but, at least I had some tools with me and I had this jumper ring. So, I was able to still use it. It was still functional, thank goodness. It's pretty much like all of like a few of my favorite pictures of her, and I made a whole video on it. I used my sublimation printer and my heat press, and I pretty much just used, like, an old pillowcase that I had that was white, that I don't use anymore, and I made the pattern, cut it up, obviously 3D printed, like, the clacker pieces, and assembled it. So, this is the end, obviously. We lost the pen, and we're losing a little glue at the top, but overall, I think she lasted pretty well, especially with me, like, I was jumping, doing all this, and she would kept me cool, she kept my sister cool, my husband cool, and, yeah, I think this came out really fun, this was definitely a fun DIY. using my 3D printer, my sublimation, my heat press, and everything. But yeah, I think this is really fun. So I'm gonna share the before and this is the after. But I think she's still held in. She still held in pretty well. So next, I saw this really cool idea on Pinterest, like of like concert freebies, and I thought that was so cool. I thought that was such a good idea. So I really wanted to do keychains. So this is where I had mine, which I am gonna take it off here in a second. But these were the keychains that I made. Um, they literally I had like Ari on a lot of them. I had her song albums and song names. I had Hate That I Made You Love Me. I had Eternal Sunshine. I had Thank You Next. So I made a bunch of these. But shout out to Tori at the Whimsical Goblin for the amazing stitch marker class that was given at the crochet retreat last year. I used the knowledge from that and made it into this. A little keychain was so much fun. I really wish I was able to get all of them that I made together because they look so good together, and I really hope the people that I gave them to really enjoyed them. I mainly wanted to give, like, obviously to as many people as I could. I only made so many, so I made sure that, like, our row had some, and then the people in front of us, I gave them some, and then I had 2 left, and I found this really cute, like, girl and her friend, like, I gave it to them. I was like, "Here you go." Like, I just wanted to give them out, so that was a lot of fun. And speaking of freebies, we actually found somebody that was giving freebies as well. I These cracked me up. They are amazing for making these. So this is the one that I picked, and if you're very familiar with Ariana Grande, she goes on Saturday Night Live, and her skits are hilarious. This is the espresso martini skit, and then this is the one that my husband and my sister picked. So hilarious. And so that was fun. I was so, like, excited to run into somebody else that was doing freebies because I felt a little awkward, like, I don't know, like, people looking at me like, "Who is this person giving out stuff?" But I think they really enjoyed it. I hope they enjoyed it. Okay, and here is my outfit that I sewed together. I am so proud of myself, honestly. This is one of the very first big projects that I have ever done. Definitely was challenging. It definitely was a labor of love. I really enjoyed putting it all together and, like, learning different things. So here I have, like, a whole bunch of different T-shirts that I put together, a few of my favorite. Positions era is definitely my favorite, so I wanted to really incorporate that. Look at her, isn't she stunning in that bottom one? But, yes, this was my outfit, and this was honestly so much fun to make. Here she is in all her glory. This was such a labor of love, so much fun to make. Definitely one of the first big projects that I've ever sewed together. So definitely was challenging for me. Obviously, I'm a beginner, still learning. I was looking kinda into, like, the whole overlocking situation, and I do like it. I think I just need to practice some more because it definitely looks like a mess underneath, but it's okay. We're getting there. We're learning, right? Um, but yeah, I got so many compliments, so many people, like, asking me, "Did you make that?" And I was like, "Yes, I did." I was so proud of myself. I was on cloud 9. I had such a great time. So there was an Instagram, I believe they're called ES Tour Outfits. They had this thing where you could submit your pictures and be put on their Instagram. So I thought that'd be so fun, something that I worked so hard for. I really wanted to put out there, and they posted my picture. I was so excited. I couldn't believe that I made it. So if you're looking for my picture, it's ES Tour Outfits on Instagram. And I can't remember what slide I am, but I'm Austin Night 1. But overall, it was such an amazing concert. Like, I was in awe from, like, the first second. As soon as the countdown went down, like, if you're familiar with how her set list is going and everything, she does, like, a 15-minute countdown, and she has, like, her and her dancer silhouettes. As soon as that hit, I was in tears. I was crying. Um, I had so much fun. I was so grateful for the people around us because me, again, I've been such a fan for such a long time since I was, like, a kid, and this is my very first time seeing her live. I literally lost my mind. In the lack of better words, I lost my mind. I was screaming, I was crying. I was so thankful that the people in front of us were vibing. At one point, we were all, like, in a circle singing and dancing, the people next to us. It was such a great experience, and I loved every second of it. I'm so thankful for my husband. He's so supportive of this, and he was so ready. He's like, I'm ready to see you just react to this, and my sister, I'm so excited that we got to experience that together, and we definitely took a lot of videos, which I want to add, obviously without the audio, but I want to add that to the video. Definitely gonna add me crying, of course. But it was such a great time. I did get to go to the pop-up shop, and that was really fun. That was literally one of the spur of the moment type of stories that you get lucky because we had heard already, people are waiting 2, 3 hours in line. I had literally bought little chairs, like, they're little, like, chairs. Like, I was ready to sit for hours. I had these chairs ready. I tried to put the Eternal Sunshine Tour logo on there, but it didn't stick very well, and I kinda didn't have the patience to do, like, heat transfer vinyl, but we ended up not using them anyways because as we got in, as we got into Austin, I saw, like, the pop-up shop, and I was like, "Oh, there it is, it's right there." And we looked and there was literally no line. It was possibly like 10, 20 people, if that. So my husband like finds a place to park, like pull to the side, and he's like, y'all go, y'all get in line. And at the time we had my son, so he's like, "Y'all go get in line and we'll find y'all later." And it was insane. It was insane. We waited in line, we took pictures. My husband and my son were able to join us later, so we all got to experience the shop together, which was so great. I was so excited I got to experience that with, my husband and my son. My son, he knows Ariana Grande. He does. He knows the songs, he knows the words. At this point, he knows the choreography. But, it was such a great experience. I got to buy some things, which I did add a haul to my Instagram, and I literally got pretty much everything I wanted. I wanted the brown zip up. Here is the jacket that I wanted so bad. So here you can see, like, the Eternal Sunshine Tour and then the dates and everything. But, but yeah, I was so excited. I have literally worn this like, all day, every day in my house. But yeah. The yellow t-shirt, I wanted this bag, and I think that was it. I wanted the Thank You Next vinyl, but by the time we got there, there wasn't any more, which is okay. It is what it is, but I'm so grateful, thankful, everything, blessed to be able to experience this and, get the things that I wanted to get. Um But yeah, overall, it was such a great experience. I had so much fun doing these DIYs for this concert. I definitely want to do more DIYs. Obviously with the World Cup going on, I want to do more for like jerseys and stuff and probably more Clacker fans. That was so much fun. That really came in handy because we did find out that later, I believe, like, the AC was out, so we were all sweating. Like, when I got out there, my hair like, this is probably so gross, but my hair was, like, wet. We were just sweating and dancing and jumping and singing my heart out, like but it was so much fun. I really had such a great experience. I am so grateful I got to do these DIYs and got to really, like, just enjoy the moment, but I believe that's everything. thank you so much for hearing me yap about the best day of my life, and I really hope this inspires you to make DIYs for any upcoming events that you have, and, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.